That's a fact. And no matter how unachievable that goal or dream might be, if you keep practicing and keep working towards it, one day you get very close.
Do it. Nobody cares. Train harder.
Been some talk about possibly Joshua using Jake Paul as a tune-up to fight you. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know about tune-up. I think Jake Paul knocks him out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Jake Paul is reportedly training with heavyweight champion Tyson Fury ahead of his fight with Anthony Joshua. Fury notes that Jake has progressed significantly toward his long-term goals, and this matchup represents a major milestone in that journey. He believes Jake is fully committed and will push himself to succeed, calling the fight a 50-50 challenge. Fury emphasizes that Paul has evolved beyond his YouTube beginnings and now competes with genuine seriousness.
And even if you don't actually achieve the biggest target in your life, you might get close to it, so it's definitely worth pursuing. But someone who doesn't have goals and doesn't have a target.
Jake Paul is training with full intensity, aiming to become a world champion. He's focused on discipline, conditioning, and addressing every weakness, taking his camp seriously, confident that his hard work will pay off. Jake is determined to prove he's more than a celebrity boxer, fully committed to earning respect.
Not be treated like I'm Jake Paul or a famous person. No, like they treat me like I'm trying to become a world champion, which is exactly the case.
Tyson Fury believes Jake Paul has a genuine shot at beating Anthony Joshua, emphasizing his remarkable progress. Fury warns against underestimating Jake, noting he has evolved into a focused, serious fighter capable of surprising even seasoned heavyweight champion.
Talk about possibly Joshua using Jake Paul as a tune-up to fight you. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know about tune-up. I think Jake Paul knocks him out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why so? What impresses you about Jake Paul?
I just think Jake Paul would knock AJ out. I think AJ's a spent force, and I think Jake Paul's on the rise. And I like his new heavyweight look.
Boxing has always balanced sport and business, and veteran promoter Barry Hearn emphasizes this regarding Anthony Joshua. Hearn believes Joshua should seriously consider a fight with Jake Paul, pointing out that boxing is ultimately a money-driven industry. While some may question the legitimacy or competitiveness of such a matchup, the financial rewards are impossible to ignore. According to Hearn, opportunities for massive paydays play a crucial role in a boxer's career decisions. For promoters, fighters, and fans alike, the potential revenue from a Joshua versus Paul fight could far exceed typical expectations, making the business case almost as important as the sporting aspect.
Your view on that, Barry?
Money. Don't be silly. You know, I mean, you're mostly sensible, aren't you?
Mostly.
Of course, we're all purists at heart, but purism doesn't necessarily pay the bills, and boxing is a money business. And the day we don't accept that and then move on, we won't understand why certain things happen.
So if that fight's there next week and it's signable and they can do Joshua against Tyson Fury next year, take the Jake Paul fight in December, go and do it.
100.
Sports analyst Simon Jordan has offered his take on Jake Paul's unconventional rise in boxing, emphasizing how rare it is for a YouTube personality to transition into a fighter competing against world-class athletes. In traditional boxing circles, Paul's rapid ascent is met with skepticism and criticism, as the sport has long valued a methodical progression, moving through amateur ranks and gradually facing tougher opponents. Jordan notes that Paul's approach challenges this established path, disrupting conventional expectations. For many within the boxing community, his trajectory raises concerns about respect for sport, the legitimacy of competition, and whether such a non-traditional path can be sustainable over the long.
As a boxing purist, it doesn't sit well, but as a normal working class lad, I've been asked by builders, would you fight Jake Paul for £5 million? I never got £5 million for fighting anyone else in a fight, so it's the silliest question in the world. I've been retired 7 years, I'm still very confident. If you give me 3 weeks to get off the couch, I'll probably still beat him with one hand. It's not, he's not a good fighter, so it's not even being disrespectful to him. As a YouTuber, as a presenter in what he does, he blows me out the water. That's his line of work, but you're stepping into boxing, another profession. Now, to call Alexa Canelo out, I think is disrespectful. To call Anthony Joshua out is lunacy, but we know why it's happening and why he does it.
Forget Jake Paul.
Forget Jake Paul.
Paul. I mean, Jake Paul's going to do what Jake Paul does, but Anthony Joshua, and with respect to you and what you did and didn't earn in your career, Anthony Joshua has earned a king's ransom.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need to be fiddled with this, does he?
No, he doesn't. But again, all I keep seeing from people out there is, when is enough enough? And I get that. But when you're retired at 33, 34, and you've got to make that last now, you've got more experience than me in this, dealing with a lot of footballers in the past as well, and business people who have to make a certain amount of budget last.
Despite facing criticism, Jake Paul has undeniably delivered some of the biggest paydays in professional boxing, showcasing his substantial financial influence on the sport. Yet, his behavior has drawn controversy, with analysts and fans noting that he often disrespects boxing legends and traditional fighters through provocative or dismissive calls. This creates a tension within the boxing world. While Paul generates significant money and attention, his unorthodox approach challenges established norms and elicits mixed reactions from veterans, purists, and longtime supporters of the sport.
Anthony Joshua exclusive, because I know that I will. I'm so sorry for my English, but I have to. See, Jake Paul does lots of good things. He has a camp for kids where he, I guess, gives training and coaching and gloves and environment for kids in Puerto Rico. He helped lots of boxers to get the bigger purse than they deserve. He has done some good things. But, and you are kind of trying to be on his side, but then he says something like that. Like, you almost are on his side, and then he says, I want to fight Anthony Joshua and Canelo at the same night, or whatever. Jake, fighting Anthony Joshua and Canelo is not fighting Tyron Woodley or 60 years old Mike Tyson with Alzheimer's. Anthony Joshua is able to literally kill you. No doubt. If his mission is to kill you on the ring, he will kill you. You lost against Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury won against you. What Anthony Joshua? What Canelo, my friend? Canelo, you would need the liver replacement after Canelo fight. I promise you. I don't know. So stop doing that shit. Do the good things you are doing, and we'll be on your side. Just stop saying crazy.
The upcoming fight between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul goes beyond financial incentives. Comparisons with Jake Paul's exhibition bout against Gervonta Davis highlight the differences. Davis was considered undersized for Paul, whereas Joshua represents a far more serious challenge due to size, skill, and experience. Analysts emphasize that Joshua will approach the fight as a legitimate contest, aiming to test both skill and power, rather than treating it like an exhibition. This commitment to a real fight reflects Joshua's professional ethos and sets the bout apart from typical celebrity-driven matchup.
One, yes, that's the former heavyweight champ. Why is he fighting Jake Paul? And two, why is Jake Paul putting his health and well-being on the line? Because someone asked me on Twitter, Wade, if Jake Paul gets knocked out, will his career be over? Buddy, his life may be over if he gets knocked out by AJ, because that dude put Francis Ngannou flat on his back, and I had never seen Francis Ngannou hurt before. And again, it's boxing, not MMA. Jake has a little more experience, but we're talking about a massive size difference. AJ's still relatively young and still relatively got something left in the tank, and he's only fought the world-class guys for the last 10 years. This would be Jake's not only hardest fight, most dangerous fight of his career. If Jake is doing this, it could signal the last one. I'm not even joking. This could signal Jake being like, I'm having one more of these and I'm out. Because where do you go from Anthony Joshua? We'll get into that part in a second, but the Netflix thing. We know that Anthony Joshua is an exclusive fighter to DAZN. Eddie Hearn has stated that multiple times. AJ, I'm pretty sure, even has a piece of DAZN. I could be wrong about that, but he signed a mega deal years ago with them. So for this fight to take place on Netflix would mean DAZN would say, you can have one of our biggest cash draws, and maybe in a revenue share thing, or maybe Netflix pays them some money, but you can have our biggest cash draw and we don't have an affiliation with it. That seems a bit unrealistic. But having said that, this isn't a report from anybody in the camp. This is not MVP saying it. This is not Eddie Hearn saying it. This is Mike Coppinger, who I guess has talked to people in the camp. But an independent source saying that they are finalizing a deal. Not that they're in talks. They are finalizing a deal. So this is, again, we're talking 1 yard line. First.
Gareth A. Davies emphasizes the significant physical advantage Anthony Joshua holds over Jake Paul, noting that Joshua stands at 6 feet 7 inches and carries considerably more weight than Paul, who is 6 feet 2 inches. This size and strength disparity provides Joshua with a clear edge, impacting both ring strategy and risk assessment. Combined with Joshua's elite technical skills, these factors make the fight a serious challenge for Paul. At the same time, the contrast enhances the spectacle and financial appeal of the matchup. For audiences, the bout's intrigue lies in the clash between Joshua's raw physical dominance and Paul's celebrity-driven appeal.
I'm not sure Anthony Joshua's going to play the game like everyone else. And it could be fairly calamitous, I think, if Joshua stepped into a ring with Jake Paul. But we're going to watch it because we want to see Jake Paul get knocked the F out. We do. Everyone wants to see it. I mean, I've even said it to him. I was looking forward to Mike Tyson knocking the fuck out. Doesn't surprise me. He's looking for the biggest names out there, and it just shows that he's prepared to put himself on the line to promote himself.
Would it be more competitive than the Ngannou fight, in your opinion, or less?
That's a very good analogy. It's a very good comparison. Much less competitive. I mean, I think it's got to be at that level of exhibition bout. I think it's a very dangerous fight for Jake Paul. Very dangerous. He's probably got one chance to try and counterpunch. And if he catches Joshua, he might do something, but I see that as 100.
Another critical factor is Anthony Joshua's extraordinary knockout power, which Gareth vividly compares to a plumbing mule kick. This raw strength is both intimidating and strategically significant, capable of dominating the fight. Analysts warn that even one misstep by Jake Paul could end the bout swiftly, making extremely high risk yet highly anticipated. Joshua's punching power highlights the serious sporting element of the matchup, ensuring that, alongside the financial incentives, the fight carries genuine athletic stakes and tests both skill and resilience in the ring.